You're watching how to edit your videos. Okay guys, so here I am in Final Cut Pro. This is like a editing software for more professional people. So if you're like starting out, I wouldn't recommend this. I recommend getting something like iMovie for Mac since it's already installed. But if you're on a Windows software, I'd recommend getting Filmora, the desktop version. And if you're on Android or iOS, you can also get Filmora Go. So I'm going to show you how to edit this little video. So you're going to press File and New. You're going to go Project. This is usually the same in all the different softwares. I'm going to call this Test Project. And you can like have an event, you can add a new one, and I usually keep the video format at 1080p HD and press OK. So what you're going to do is you go onto the media part and you will click your videos once you've uploaded it. And let's just scroll down and find it. Okay, bring this there. And a cool trick for Final Cut Pro is you go to View, you press Zoom to fit, and it makes it much easier to work with. Now, how I make the words where it goes like the name of the stop motion, just press Title and Generators. So first I choose a generator, and if you've watched my videos for a while, it's either this one or this one. So I'm going to drag down this one here, Glimmer. You drag it right before that, you crop it down to the size you want it, and then you bring a title. For the beginning I usually do basic 3D, but you know, you could choose all these different ones you can have there. There's a big option to choose from, and if you were on something like iMovie, all you would do is just add in a background and then add some text on top of that. I'm going to be choosing text. We're gonna test, and you click the play here. You just put your cursor down here. Usually you'll have to like render there. As you can see, it was like a 3D thing. And you can choose all of these. And then I usually do the same thing. So I'd go back to generators. So as I was saying, after you have dragged in your title and all of that, I would do the same thing for an outro. I'll drag in my generator. Maybe this time I'll do something different, like industrial. Then usually I drag in a continuous title. Then I would type in thanks for watching. And usually I change the font from Helvetica to Junegirl, but there are many different things you can choose from, and you can even like change this and do like 2D styles and 3D styles, so you've got a lot to choose from in Final Cut Pro, but in other programs they usually should be the same fonts. So now let's go over other parts like cropping. So there are some shortcuts here. So select, trim, position, range selection, blade, zoom, and hand, and you just use parts of the alphabet. So you would go B for blade, and you'd go B for blade. Say now you want to cut something, or A for select to select anything, and Z for zoom, and all of that. So say now you want your video to actually start here because you know you messed up or something. All you gotta do is either go B for blade and cut it right there, then select and delete that, or you can go undo by pressing edit and then just press undo delete and undo blade. So you would just select this and then drag it all the way to where you want it to be. Now for transitions, usually the transition is this, and you can choose from many different transitions. And say now I want this one, so I'm going to drag it in. Drag it in between this clip and that clip, and then you can play it. Let's see. See, there we go. It's a nice transition there. And now I'm going to be recording your voiceover. So you will go onto Window and press record voiceover, or you could do the keyboard shortcut for it. And here it is. It's record voiceover. You can choose your mic, built-in mic, and the monitor on or off, and this is how like loud you are talking. You're gonna press start recording, and it does a countdown for you. La 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 la, I'm doing my voiceover for a test in a tutorial on how to edit your videos and stop motions. You stop and you play it. Okay. And usually it does record your mouse click or your spacebar click, so you want to usually crop that out. So I want to show you something really cool in Final Cut Pro. I think it's here. Here we go. There's some effects here that I'm going to start using. And you just select whatever clip you want to add it to, and then just look at that. And this is the age paper, alien lab, artifacts, and all different things. You can even add like keying where you would do green screen. So now you had a green screen here. You just drag in the keyer. And there's so many different things you can do, but these are just with Final Cut Pro. I'm sure with other programs you'll have different things to use. One last thing I want to show you guys is how to add sound effects. So you're going to press here, and you could also add like other photos. Here we go, sound effects, and you can select, here we go. So say now you want, I don't know, some machine. I'm going to choose tape rewinding here. I'm going to add it maybe in this part of the video though. And the nice thing is, if you only want like this part, you can actually just select that part and then drag it into your video, so you don't actually need the whole thing. And you can also crop these, where you can crop these that big, and you can also make it louder by changing the decibels. Like that, you can make it louder or quieter, so a little bit like that. And on your voiceover, I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear it, you can sometimes hear like buzzing sounds. So you're gonna press noise removal, so it removes all those noisy parts, and equalization, so say now you go higher, then it's gonna equalize it and just make it a nice flat sound. And you can also add music. Now sometimes it's not gonna show all the files that you've made in GarageBand. So from GarageBand you would export it to iTunes, and then iTunes, I search the music that I've made and I just choose one here. Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna drag it down there. You can like crop it to how far you want. And so now we're gonna do B for blade and cut it right there. A for select. Use that and also delete that. So yeah. And yeah, there's lots of things in Final Cut Pro, and I don't even know everything you can do in Final Cut Pro. So I wouldn't recommend using it. Like I said, I'd recommend you use Filmora Go. So far it's the best program, I think. And to share it to YouTube, you can either go, or like anywhere else, you would go File, Share, and you can do it as a DVD, a master file, Apple devices at 720p, Apple devices at 1080p, Facebook, YouTube, and it will show your email address there. Vimeo or export file, or you can add your own destination, and then say you have like Twitter or something, or Instagram, and you will just do it there. Or you can click this upload button right here and go YouTube. If you're obviously doing it to YouTube, you change the description. You can say this video is a test to show my subscribers how to edit their videos like a boss. And you can do anything. You can change tags, so maybe say test and press enter, editing project minion. I don't know, just put whatever your video is going to be about. And settings, I don't usually mess with anything. All I would do is just change the topic from, usually I would do film and animation, but depending on what your video is about, it can be anything there. And I just leave the resolution at 720p, but you know, you could also do it at 1080p or 4K, but the more you do, the more space it has. So you see, the more space it takes up. And you would just press next, and it would talk about YouTube terms of service, but I'm just going to cancel since this is a test and I don't want it showing on my channel. So that's how you edit. If you have any more questions, remember to put them in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped a lot. Can you guess what my next video is going to be? Here's a clue to help you figure it out, and if you think you know what it is, comment down below and subscribe so you don't miss when I upload.